I got two really good questions from a new subscriber, and she asked me, why do I need a stem cell transplant and why am I getting chemo? Okay, I'll start with why am I getting chemo first. When I was first diagnosed with lupus, we started out on, the most kindest drugs, the easiest, the ones that would not harm my body the most, like Plaquenil. We started out with that, and the lupus did not go into remission. Then we added prednisone, and it kind of helped a little, but then, the lupus kept on going on, and we went into what you call chemotherapy drugs, which are immunosuppressant drugs. And the reason, so this is probably explaining both questions now. The reason that the rheumatologists use immunosuppressants on lupus and autoimmune diseases is because our immune system is overactive. And that's why the antibodies are coming in and attacking our healthy organs and everything. So it's overactive. And so immunosuppressants compromise that. It shuts down our immune system. So we're lowering our immune system so the lupus will quit attacking or we'll go into remission. So, they put me on, like I did, Imuran, methotrexate, Cellcept. Seems like there's another one, and I cannot remember the name of it. But I've been through all of the kinder drugs, and but they did not help. I mean, they did, but they did not put me into remission. It did slow down the progress of the lupus in my body, but it did not shut it down completely. So it slowed down everything from happening to me quicker than what it did. So like I've just been slowly going downhill for 7 years, and my lupus, it's severe. I know I listened to your vlog, and you were kind of scared, and mine is severe. Don't, by any means, I don't want others to compare theirs to mine, and I don't compare mine to theirs. Some people with lupus can take the Plaquenil, and that puts everything into remission, and it's wonderful. Some have to do, Imuran, and that takes care of it. And with those, the Imuran, methotrexate, Cellcept, they're also steroid sparing drugs. So that means that once you get on those, you should be able to lower your prednisone level. And so you won't have the side effects of the prednisone. So I've been through all these, and they didn't, unfortunately, do the trick for me. So we started on Cytoxan, which is it's an infusion. I have a port catheter in my chest that they use to start the IVs, and I've been doing that every 2 weeks for the last 4 years. And Cytoxan is used mainly on breast cancer patients. And I shouldn't have my hair right now or anything, but thank you God I do. And then that's still, after all this time, it hasn't put me in remission. I'm still slowly deteriorating. And so we started with the Rituxan, which is a stronger chemotherapy drug, and I just do it every 6 months, and I do 2 infusions of it 2 weeks apart. And that's a B cell inhibitor, and it helps me more than anything. I've had a little bit, even though I've been horribly sick lately, I've had just a tad bit more energy, so I can't wait till I stop feeling the pukey, ucky side effects, and I just can get the energy from it. But so that leads us to the stem cell transplant. Because all of this hasn't put me into remission, I've been in a severely immunocompromised state for 4 years, and last year I about passed away from pulmonary failure. I got the pneumonia just like that, and then just like that, it was pulmonary failure, and I was in the hospital for 3 months. I cannot remember it. And so the stem cell, as drastic as it is, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, because the stem cell will go in, will completely eradicate my whole immune system. So I will be down to 0. The 2 drugs we're going to be using are Cytoxan and Rituxan, so I'm familiar with how my body reacts to it. So that kind of helps me with the mindset. I know it's going to be hard and horrible, and I think I'm sick now. I'm not. I know I'm not. It's going to be a lot worse than what I feel right now, but it's for a limited amount of time. Once it's done and over with, and my stem cell, we're going to take out my own stem cells. They're the baby ones, so they don't know anything about lupus. They don't know anything about autoimmune or anything. So these are like my own stem cells that are brand new. They're going to take them out. We're going to eradicate my immune system. Then they're going to harvest back in. And it's just going to be like a blood transfusion, basically. And then the waiting process. And it takes like 2 to 3 weeks for them to start growing and maturing and turning back into white blood cells, red blood cells, and all that. But they'll have no memory, no anything of lupus. And right now this is in clinical trials. 5 years out, 50% of the patients are still lupus-free. The mortality rate is less than 1%. So this is a choice that I'm making with my rheumatologist, with her input, my endocrinologist, all my doctors, and all the specialists, the transplant specialist. We feel that this will be a great benefit for me, because nothing's working at this point. It's just keeping everything happening slowly instead of quickly. And I'm ready to get this battle done and over with. I've been fighting like crazy, and I've got my energy back up from the pulmonary failure to where I know that if I do get an infection, I feel I have the strength to where I can fight it off. I know that they've added 2 new things to the protocol of the stem cell transplant, and that's going to be high-dose steroids, which I'm not looking forward to that, because I still haven't lost the steroid, the prednisone, the cushingoid moon face, I haven't lost all the side effects from that, and I'm still taking fairly high dose on a daily basis. So that's keeping it from going anywhere. So I don't want to gain weight on top of the weight that I already have, because it's so severe. But I need to get past that and know that once it's done and over with, it does come off. I've been there. This is the 3rd time I've had the cushingoid look, and it does come and go. It doesn't stay around. So I hope I answered those 2 questions. And if you have any more, please ask me.